A star running back for the South Dakota State University football team is not letting a major injury tackle his life.
Fifth-year senior Isaac Wallace fractured his hip in the Hobo Day game parade this year. And while it's a shocking blow that could have lifelong implications, the Omaha native doesn't regret taking the field for the Jackrabbits. In tonight's Eye on Kettleland, we show you how Wallace doesn't think of himself as just a football player and how his other passions have him singing a new tune during his recovery.
Down and one with a 3-yard run. And a gaping hole.
You don't have to dig too deep to realize what kind of an impact Isaac Wallace can have on the football field. Whether it's sprinting away from defenders from Texas Christian University or scoring a touchdown on the hated Bison, the South Dakota State running back has a special gift for the gridiron.
I didn't hold anything back in my time here. I feel like I gave everything and I held myself to that last play standard, so I didn't have any regrets.
Last play. It's a phrase SDSU coaches use to inspire their student athletes to treat every moment in the game like it could be their last.
Well, it's for sure a play I'll never forget.
Bound for a terrific final season as a Jackrabbit, Wallace racked up more than 100 yards from scrimmage in 3 of 4 games, leading into SDSU's Hobo Day matchup with Youngstown State in October. It's likely the last football game of Wallace's career.
Oh, man. It was terrible. I mean, I was wishing that I had passed out, honestly.
Wallace went out for a pass early in the game, caught the ball, and got the first down. But what happened next changed his life forever.
And he jumped on my back. My knee somehow got caught in between the ground, and then he just pushed my hip forward on my femur, and it just broke out the back. It was pretty gruesome.
Head coach John Stiglmeyer and fellow players looked on in fear. Wallace fractured his hip and tore 5 ligaments.
It's a traumatic injury, so I think that shocked a bunch of more players. And he's our senior running back, and so you just hope and pray those guys have a special year, and his was cut short.
According to his doctors, his football career is over.
That's what they tell me. They said that I probably won't be able to squat or run full speed again.
He hopes to walk on his own again in a few months, but Wallace wouldn't want you to worry too much. He's not letting the injury slow him down. Sure, he's not as quick getting around campus on these crutches, but he'll tell you he's not just a football player.
I was going through a rough patch my sophomore year, my true sophomore year, and music being reintroduced into my life really helped me get through that time. For thine eyes.
Wallace is a member of the SDSU concert choir. In high school, his cousin convinced him to try show choir.
Under one condition, I don't want any solos. So I was like, okay, I'll try it.
He quickly got over that and went on to win soloist awards before college. Oh, and he can also play viola, piano, guitar, and the drums as well. Wallace's injury has given the baritone time to tune in his love of music.
So I'm more focused on my singing now and the quality and the tone of my voice and my form and technique when I sing, just to become a better singer and not damage my voice in any way.
I think he's tremendous. He understands that his worth is not how many yards he runs for or how many tackles a person gets. He's about as well-rounded a football player, a student athlete we have.
The choir does fill up Wallace's schedule these days, but he's not forgotten about his football friends. While Wallace is busy rehabbing from the devastating injury, he's still taking time to come here to the training facility to encourage his fellow teammates, something he's not required to do.
Just keep continuing to play my part in my role with the brotherhood of the guys. That's just how it is here. It's just a big family.
And his presence does 2 things. Number one, he helps coach. He does that, but you look at him and you have that term we talk about all the time, last play. And we want our guys to play every play like it was their last play. Well, Isaac Wallace had that experience. And it's a reminder that I'm pretty blessed. I better use this time to be great.
Do you regret playing football because of this?
No. There's so many, I don't know, so many positives, so many pros that can come out of this. I mean, this only hurt for, I don't know, a couple weeks. What's a couple weeks to I don't know, 4 years of good times and meeting the best people that I've met in my life and having some of the most fun I've had playing football and getting to play the sport I love. So, no regrets.
Lord, now let us Wallace may have seen his last play, but he has plenty of new notes to hit moving forward. With Eye on Kelloland, I'm Matt Holson.
And Wallace is also a standout student in the classroom. He has made the conference honor roll each of the last 3 seasons. Majoring in human biology with minors in chemistry and psychology, Wallace plans to work in the medical field after he graduates. He's going to see where his musical talents take him first before deciding on whether to continue medical schooling.